We need to realize that humans are way more intelligent than ever. Way more intelligent than we actually deep. We are so much more intelligent than we really genuinely realize. Not to say that we should worship each other now, but as in deep it though, yeah? Listen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us clear as day, He breathed His spirit into every single one of us. He fashioned the man and then breathed His spirit into us. Who is Allah? The most intelligent, the creator, the wise one, the disposer of affairs, the one who does everything. He is everything. He is being. He's the beginning, the end, all in between. He is literally fashioning. He is alive. He's everything. And He breathed His spirit, alhamdulillah, He breathed His spirit into all of us. Let's deep that we're more than what we think we are, please. Let's actually realize we are way more than we think we are, please. Thank you. I mean, that's pretty much what I want to say, but what? And so, if you are in a situation where you don't like what you're seeing, you have the ability to create what you see. By Allah's will, okay? He gave us His spirit. He fashioned His spirit into us. He is also known as, and He is the creator of every single thing ever. Then that means you have more than an ability to change what you see. Our eyeballs are not cameras. Our eyes are not actually what's out there. Our eyes are lenses, just like a projector, okay? A projector will show you what has been programmed in the projector. Your eyes and your mind, the exact same thing. What you see is not what's truly out there, okay? Everything is an illusion, as Allah has said. What you see is a projection, and it's a projection of what you've programmed within. Your heart, your head. I believe where you can program something is in your heart and your head, right? Your head is logic and your heart is your feeling and how you truly feel. If your head and heart is somewhere and you logically feel like you are this, you genuinely feel like you are this, then you'll start to see it. Because the reason why I think your head and your heart is where we can program things is because this might be a bit dark, but the only way to really actually, like, if a shooter shoots someone, if you shoot them in the heart, they're dead. If you shoot them in the head, they are dead. If you shoot and if you make a deep enough incision in either the heart or head, you are gone. You're no longer on the planet. The program's done. The game is done. And that, I feel like, is a sign from Allah to let us know the head and the heart, they are really the most powerful when it comes to how we've been fashioned, okay? If we truly feel something in our heart, we feel this is just the way it is, we will see it manifest. If we think something is so logical and it makes so much sense, yeah, this is it, it will manifest. Now, if both your head and your heart is somewhere, alhamdulillah, you will see it manifest by Allah's will, okay? So if you are seeing something you don't like, you have the absolute and utmost, whatever you want to call it, ability to change what you see by Allah's will. He granted us the ability to do that. Now, once you deep that, you start to have fun. You start to now change everything you see. You start to live the lifestyle you want to live. You start to, you live the life you want to live. You have the things you want to have. Great, alhamdulillah. But is that the meaning of life? No. The meaning of life is surrendering to Allah nonetheless. He's given us these creative abilities, but we as believers still choose and surrenders of Allah, still say Allahu Akbar, because we know that Allah is the one who even gave us the ability in the first place. We know Allah is the one who even fashioned us in the first place to experience life with the creative abilities like the ones He's given us. We know that it's Allah. Everything is Allah, and to Him we return. We are asked about our deeds, what we did in the earth, why we said we should manifest something in our faces, why we did what we did, why did we treat this person with that sort of respect, why did we fashion this, why did we create this thing, and why did, with all the bands that we imagined into our reality, why did we then not give it out? Or why did you give it out? Or okay, whatever. In the end of the day, at the end of everything, we are asked for everything that we did. So for those people who are up crazy bands, okay, and you look at them, you think, oh, they've won life. You all have the ability to be up crazy bands. So if we all have the ability to be up crazy paper, live the lifestyle you want, have all the cars you want, we all have the ability to do that, right? which by the way, everybody thinks that's what the definition of life is. Everybody thinks once you have a certain amount of money, drip, cars, husband, wife, spouse, children, then you've won. Houses, whatever, you know, land, property, now you've won life. That's not what it is, because we all have the ability to do that. So if that was what it is, that means that you win. I think not many people will be able to do that. I feel like it'd be like a scarce resource. It would be really hard, or not everybody can do it. Everybody has the ability to live the lifestyle they truly want to live. You have to just genuinely believe it in your head and in your heart, truly, by Allah's will, alhamdulillah, yeah? So what's more than that then? Because you're going to be in this sort of cycle of just chasing after, or not chasing, but you're just going to keep imagining a lifestyle, being it, believing it, and then you see it, and then what now? It's just going to be a circle over and over and over. There is something way more. And us believers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, us surrenders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we know this. We know that on the last day, we will be asked for every single thing that we ever did. Everything that we fashioned and we created and we said, this should be reality. Everything we believed in. Everything that we said, this is what I want to experience. We will be asked as to why we did it. We will be asked, why didn't you pray as much when you could have? Why did you start to get so gassed with the abilities that I gave you and you forgot about prayer? Why did you forget about this and that? Or whatever. On the last day, we will be asked about every single thing we ever did. I will be asked on the last day, with all these abilities, if I now am just saying this stuff and I'm not actually practicing what I'm preaching, yeah? I will be asked, why didn't you actually practice what you were preaching? Why? And so I'm making it my absolute ability, I'm making it my absolute mission to do what I'm saying. I'm saying, just do it. Like, actually do it. If you truly believe in it, you'll do it. You will, right? Right. So alhamdulillah, inshallah, that's what's going to go on. But I'm saying we shouldn't get carried away now with this ability, because I really feel like we're all superheroes. You know, superhero movies, yeah, cool. Allah gives a sign for every single one of us who believe. I feel like superhero movies is one of those signs. We are literally we're like Viltrumites. We are Viltrumites. Like, we're more powerful than Viltrumites. If you know, you know, right? type, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we are hyper powerful because Allah's spirit is in every single one of us. It's only if you play small that you will look small. Yeah? Cool. Alhamdulillah. In addition, Allah makes it that, okay? Because I think about the fact that, okay, so if this is how powerful I am as a human being, how comes I didn't know this way earlier? But I genuinely feel like there's a point in time Allah will put a veil over your head or over your eyes or over your heart and your mind, where you don't deep how powerful you are, and then He will then take it off and He will see what we will do. So when we go through destitution, I'm not saying we should go through it. I'm saying if anyone's going through destitution, everyone's going through poverty, everyone's going through weird family dynamics, everybody's going through weird stuff, Allah has particularly allowed that to happen for a time. He wants to see what you're going to do in those moments. And then there's a time where He will then say, hey, by the way, you literally have the ability to change what you see. Alhamdulillah, that's exactly what's happened to me right now. Alhamdulillah. And so He's going to also see what I'm going to do with that information. What am I going to do with that? It doesn't now mean He loves me less when I was going through poverty. It doesn't now mean He loves me way more now that I'm absolutely up bands. It doesn't mean that. It means He's just testing me with both sides of the coin. He's going to test. He is constantly testing all of us with the information that He's given us, with the things He's provided us with. He's testing us. This is a testing ground. It's not a, what is that? Oh, it's not the answer, the truth. Life on earth is not the truth and the answer and the way. No, it's just a testing ground. We are all being tested here. Okay? Stop freaking out. Change what you see if you don't like it, because you can do that. Alhamdulillah, by Allah's will, you can do that. He is the creator and He's breathed His spirit into us. We have more than the ability to change what we see by Allah's will. Alhamdulillah. Okay? Change what you see if you don't like it. Okay? Believe truly in your head and your heart that you are this thing, and it will literally manifest into reality, into what you see. Because, like I said, your eyes are lenses for what is programmed within. Okay? Now, with that, you will be tested. It doesn't mean that you're now, Allah loves you more. No, it just means you're being tested. With the fact that you now know that you can be up bands tomorrow, You're the drippiest person, you're so pretty, you're beautiful, your skin is so clear, you have a great network, you have power. What are you going to do with that now? Are you going to now say, wow, this is it, and I now worship this lifestyle and I don't care about anything else, only this lifestyle? Or are you going to say you're still in humility, you're still worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala no matter what? Are you going to let the illusion get to you? Are you going to let the power, the eyes, the money, the lifestyle, the cars, the property, the land, the farm life for real, because it's anyway, the I don't know, the relationship, your husband, your wife, your righteous spouse, are you going to let that get to you? It's an illusion, by the way. Like, it's literally an illusion. Because like Allah has said clear as day, He has allowed the earth to be in submission to us. And it doesn't mean that we have control over people or things. It's not about control. I control somebody. It's just simply, I have a belief system and I truly believe this is how I live my life right now. And so I live it that way because Allah has allowed that to be the case. So the earth is in submission to me. It's in submission to all of us. We believe something and then we see it, right? And we live it, we experience it. But knowing that the earth is in submission to you, which by the way, the earth is an illusion. It's an illusion, okay? So knowing that the illusion is now in submission to you based off of how you think and believe about yourself, and then that will now appear for you to experience. Based off of that, are you then going to crash out and forget your Lord, your Creator? And are you going to worship the illusion, or are you going to worship Allah? Are you going to stay remembering that Allah is the one and the only one worthy of worship? Or are you going to say, nah, this life is so good, like I'm actually proper having fun. I'm going to chill and I'm going to stay here. This is it. This is the real life. Whole time Allah has the ability to take you out of the game whenever He wants. Allow it, please. Which one are you about to do? Are you going to worship Allah or worship the illusion? Up to you. Allahu Akbar. Have a good day. I'm having a great day. Alhamdulillah. Like, please realize that you're literally more powerful than a superhero. Your favorite superhero, you're more powerful than that guy, than that girl, whatever, combined. Allahu Akbar. You have Allah's spirit within you. I don't know if the superheroes have Allah's spirit within them. They definitely don't. I mean, Superman's law, does it ever say, oh, Allah's spirit was breathed into him? No. That has a serious weakness. And this is the thing though, as humans as well, we could have weaknesses, and that would be waswas, that would be, the whispers and fear and all that stuff. But it's literally a construct to get you to not realize and to not remember that you are extremely powerful. So if you're about to do something powerful, you're about to break free from the coding, and you suddenly have a nice block in your way, whether it's now you're arguing with somebody randomly, or now you just lost a lot of money, or now, I don't know, you'll be able to sense it. You'll be able to see, wow, I was just about to become somebody brand new, and then something just happened now. It is a play to get you to not remember and to not realize that you are super powerful. Now, what is that thing that's trying to get you to not realize that, right? It's Allah. It is Allah. Just to give you a nice spoiler alert, it's Allah. Allah told us clear as day. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the last two. Matter of fact, it's the last two chapters in the Quran. Allah has clearly said, it's like, and I feel like it's been specifically put in the last two chapters of the Quran as sort of like a credits, like, with everything I've said. By the way, Allah created evil too. Just to let you know. Like, it's like, everything is very intentional. Allah is the most intentional. He purposefully put extremely powerful information in the last two chapters of the Quran. He told us clear as day that He created evil. So the fears, the whispers, Allah created those things. Why would the creator of life create evil as well to try and get you to feel scared? Why would He do that? Oh, let me tell you. Because as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's bondsman and His true surrenders, for you to actually be a surrender of Allah, you have to go through trials and tribulations that literally say, burn all of that, I'm still a surrender of Allah. I don't care if you give me this and that, I'm still a surrender of Allah. How are you going to be something if you can't if you can't even face the opposite of it? If you are something, you will face the opposite of it. And how you react to that opposite of the thing is how you know what you really are. If you are a surrender of Allah, basically, what I'm saying is, if you are a surrender of Allah, you will be tested with the opposite of what surrenders of Allah would be going through, would be thinking about, would be what they worship, right? So, if you're a surrender of Allah truly, Allah, who created fear and evil and whispers and witchcraft, He may test you with those things, okay? So that you have the ability to say, Allahu Akbar, this is not my portion. I am a slave of Allah. I don't care about any of that talk. I am a slave of Allah. I don't care about that chat. That is literally chat. It is whispers, it's waswas. It has nothing to do with me. Bow. Now you have exclaimed, now you have proved to both yourself and to Allah that you are truly a slave of Him. This lying is insane. This lying is crazy. Whatever, it's not about that. Anyway, so it makes you deep. Well, if Allah is the one who even created evil and whispers and waswas and the evils of man and evils of the jinn and all that stuff, it's because Allah literally wants the best for you. He wants you to be among His bondsmen. He wants you to go to Jannah with Him for eternity. He wants you to be among His true surrenders and His slaves. Therefore, He will test you with fear, whispers, blah, 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 so you can fight against it and stand firm. Be among the steadfast truly. How are you among the steadfast if you've never been tested with any test? You have to be tested to be among the steadfast. Allahu Akbar. Anyways, please, have a good day, yeah? Believe in yourself. You have literally all the ability to change what you see. It's all a program, and you can program it. You can change a program anytime you want, alhamdulillah, by Allah's will, okay? Do good deeds, keep good deeds to Him. He's the only one worthy of worship. Do not worship the program because it's in submission to you. So you worshipping the program is really weird because it's literally worshipping you pretty much, right? Allahu Akbar. Have a blessed day. Hair by me. Come get your hair by me. Anyway, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, for real. Like, just get to actually, understand this, deep it properly. Alhamdulillah, Allah wants the best for you. He wants you to be among His bondsmen and His slaves. Therefore, He may test you with exactly the opposite of being, He might test you exactly with the opposite of what a slave and what a surrender is and does and goes through, because He wants you to ward it off. Allahu Akbar. And to surrender to Him only. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah. Bye. Okay, bye. As my niece says.